here we are onto the Renegade. Going to the XXC. We're going to spread the secondary open. Pull the primary bolt out. Primary off. Take your bolts out. To pull the belt off. Take our clutch puller. Get the inner half of the primary off. And take the secondary spreader out. We want to take our secondary off. We got stock, stock everything. I have prepared another secondary. We will put our sleeve through, leave the helix with the ear at 12 o'clock. Also make sure the void in the secondary is at 12 o'clock. We will reassemble just the way it came apart. And once you get the secondary back on, you want to take your spreader bolt. Always remember that as long as the bolt goes in and begins to spread the secondary clutch, then that means the helix and clutch is lined up correctly. If the secondary will not spread open, that means your helix is hitting the back of the clutch. You'll need to pull the secondary back off and re-index it to where the helix lines up inside the secondary clutch. But as long as it opens, that means everything is lined up properly. I'm going to snug the bolt up one more time. We then want to take the CVtech. Remember, your centering washer always goes on the end of the bolt. I'm going to take the primary clutch, put the belt on with the rotation forward. Loop it over the secondary clutch, as so. Slide it on the crankshaft, give it a good twist, make sure it's centered up. You'll reinstall your bolt. Use your 19 or 3/4 millimeter, 19 millimeter 3/4 inch socket. You will tighten it up as normal. You will then take the bolt out of the secondary. Put your machine in neutral and twist the secondary to get the belt to the top of the secondary. And again, you will notice there's about 1/4 inch to 5/16 of an inch of the belt protruding above the secondary. One good tip is to always crank the machine up and give it some gas. Make sure the clutches go through their normal travel. You also want to be sure the secondary spins in a good straight pattern. If the secondary is wobbling, I would also check, make sure the secondary is lined up properly on the helix. Sometimes you can get these secondaries off a little bit, and if they're vibrating, obviously at high speed, they could tend to back the secondary bolts out. So always you want to be sure that you have everything lined up and everything turns good and smooth. look at the inner secondary sheave down from the top and make sure it's spinning good, and you want to make sure the secondary sheave is spinning good and true. As long as everything looks good, then make sure everything's tight and give it a run. I would always run it for a few minutes and then come back and recheck all your bolts, make sure everything's still tight.